Hey guys, I just wanted to give you a quick update on how my business while driving across country strategy went yesterday. So if you didn't see the video, basically I had a 15-hour drive and I committed to printing out a list of my customer contacts and calling them while I was on the road so that I could effectively use that time that I was unable to send messages or text while I was driving. So I just wanted to give you guys some of my thoughts and perspective on how that went. Number one, this idea is so far out of my comfort zone. It like gives me the shivers to even think about it. Many of these people on my contact list, customers that were given to me as free leads or Shakeology leads, I did the initial attempt to contact them via email once or twice maybe, and then I never followed up because I don't know why. I'm a bad coach in some cases, I guess. But mostly I was scared of contacting somebody I didn't know. Those underlying negative self-beliefs of, maybe I'm not good enough to coach this person. They're not going to like me. They're going to reject me. All those age-old things, right, that we go through where we talk ourselves out of taking action. I have had that all the time in my business. So just if you're feeling that same way, don't worry, right? It's normal. You just have to work at overcoming it. So that's why I decided, all right, I'm going to do this. I have 15 hours. I can't work my business any other way. I have no excuse. I'm committed. I'm going to call these people. So number one, it's out of my comfort zone, but I did it anyway. Number two, I did put it off as long as humanly possible. I did everything else beforehand. I listened to all my personal development. I connected with my coaches. I did everything except this. And so about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I finally said, come on, you said you were going to do it. It's not going to kill you. Do it, right? So I did. First thing I did was figure out what I was going to say. Never called any of my customers just out of the blue. I've never called any of my leads out of the blue. I'm not really comfortable with that. So I figured I would get as prepared as possible. And I took a minute and wrote up a little script. Basically, when I read this aloud, it's just, hey, I'm your free coach, yada, yada. It takes less than a minute. That was my aim. I figured calling on a weekday, I was guaranteed I was going to get quite a few voicemails, so I wanted to have a concise message that didn't ramble on as their first contact from me. So I wrote that out. Then I pulled up my big girl pants and I dialed the first number and really wanted to throw up. But long story short, I wanted to give you guys some perspective on what happened with these contacts. Let's just use this page as an example so we don't go through them all. But there's 10 people on this page, and of the 10, I was able to leave voicemails with 5. So 50% odds, right? I actually made a connection with somebody. They have a voicemail sitting there with my voice on it. They may or may not listen to it, but at least I made that contact. The other 5, either like the voicemail was full, the bad number, didn't list a number, the answering machine never picked up, whatever, right? Just I wasn't able to make a connection, but I made a little note on there to attempt to email them or text them when I wasn't driving, okay? So I was like, that's pretty good, 50% odds. So if you think about if you have 1,000 customers and you call them all over the course of a month, you're gonna potentially connect with about half. Second thing is I was feeling pretty good after that. I was like, oh my God, I did it. I actually called. Woo, party. But you got to remember, right? I didn't get anybody live. So what was cool is that this morning, the next day, I got a call from one of these people. And it turned out that the message that I sent her was garbled, which is a bummer, but it did prompt her to call me back. Turns out, we talked for a few minutes. She bought Brazil Butt Lift about a year ago. Has never opened it. She has over 100 pounds to lose. She's been doing Weight Watchers. It's going well. But the point is that we made a connection. Now she knows who I am. I told her I was going to send her an email from this address, so to watch for it, and we can stay in touch that way as she goes along her journey. I'm not trying to sell her on anything. I'm not trying to sell her on Shakeology today, but what I want to do is use that crack in the door to start to build a relationship with her, this human that has been entrusted to me as their coach for over a year and who I've never spoken to. Ugh, bad, right? So, and the only reason that's the case is because of my self-limiting beliefs, right? The limiting belief that stopped me from reaching out prior to this, right? That I wasn't going to be good enough, that I wasn't going to be, that they weren't going to like me, that they were going to reject me, whatever it was that stopped me from doing the action of being a good coach, right? So that became a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? I thought I was going to be a bad coach, and so I did the things that make a bad coach. I didn't reach out. So anyway, guys, that's kind of the stats I wanted to give you, right? Out of the, let's just, the sample size, out of these 10, I connected with 5 via voicemail, and of those 5, one of them called me back. So if you translate that into your odds, right? 1,000 customers, you leave 1,000 you attempt to call 1,000 customers, you're going to get 500 voicemails. You might get a call back from, 10 people. It's not bad. That's 10 new clients that you could potentially help, that you could potentially work with to achieve results, to feel good, to, maybe become a coach, right? It's an open door. So, but you'll never open that door if you don't ever connect with them. So if you find that you're reaching out to your leads via email and it's not working, take a baby step in the direction. Send them a text message, right? That, they never have to respond if they don't want to. If that doesn't work, give them a call. Again, they never have to respond if they don't want to, but at least you've done your job as a coach to help them as much as you possibly can. All right? So anyway, guys, I hope this is helpful and you can take something from this. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.